morning, friends. I thought I'd take you out in my garden before the insects wake up and show you how cute these plants are. They're teddy bear sunflowers, or at least I'm convinced they're teddy bears. Like I said in a previous video, I had to replant 3 times. So in that chaotic mess, they could have gotten mixed up, but I'm like 90% sure these are teddy bear sunflowers. My first experience growing them, but they're just such a cute plant. They're short. These are only like 3.5 feet tall. They're little shorties. They're short, they're fat, they got big old leaves on them, big giant heads, and those 2 down there got stunted. And there'd be a whole lot more blooms on them right now if it weren't for those stupid little weevils. But look how cute that flower is. Is that not adorable? Urgh. So I know more about the weevils now. So the ones that I have are actually specialized to sunflowers. So they're a sunflower head clipping weevil. And there are others that attack the anything in the Asteraceae family. So even echinacea isn't safe. Daisies aren't safe. Of course, these sunflowers aren't safe. Anything in the Asteraceae family. And as any of my gardeners know, there's, some 3,000 plants in that family, or more, if not more. Anyway, these ones that are coming up from my grounds specialize in sunflowers. So there's actually one that just, I guess, attacks sunflowers. So anyway, the whole cycle of them lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm only in week 1. And I mean, they can do some damage. You got to be quick. You got to be on it. You got to watch your garden. I don't even fool with the bowl of soapy water now. I just come over with a napkin, a paper towel, and yeah, I dispose of them that way. So you just have to look at each individual plant, anywhere in the plant head and behind. And this is what they do. They've been working on this one. I've caught 3 or 4 on this one. See the scars? So that's them trying to get in there and saw off the head. So their whole life cycle happens in the flower before it actually opens, or even after it's open. So they crawl in there, they burrow down in it, they mate, they lay their eggs, and then the male flies off all willy-nilly. He's got no responsibility. He's got no skin in the game anymore. And the female comes out and saws the flower head off, and then leaves it hanging. And she does that so that her eggs will incubate in that flower head, and it'll be safe from other predators. What predator, what pollinator wants a dead flower bloom? None. It stops producing nectar. And then her babies hatch, and they live off the decaying matter of the flower, and then the flower eventually drops onto the ground, and that's where the babies crawl out and go under the ground and burrow until next winter, or throughout the winter until next spring. And then during their mating season, they crawl around until they find something. They find a sunflower or a member of the Asteraceae family, and the cycle starts again. So you have to remove the entire flower head once it's become infected with her eggs, and you have to burn it. You don't even want to compost it. You want to burn it. So I've got them setting in my chimney to be burned. Several. They've gotten several. And I mean, I have to be diligent. I can come out here and see none. 20 minutes later, I've lost a stalk like that, or even look. Yesterday, 1 beetle cost me 3 flower heads. So, but the upside is they're so cute. They're so cute in the garden. Look at these. They're absolutely adorable. And I've got mine snuggled in between, are those black-eyed Susan or brown-eyed? Those are black-eyed Susans, I think. These are black-eyed Susans. These little patches of orange are black-eyed Susan. They don't touch those. They don't bother with those. They just want my sunflowers. My Helianthus anus. Is it anus or anus? I don't know. Annuals. My annuals. my annual sunflowers. So look how cute. Anyway, I wanted to share their absolute cuteness before the insects get in here. This is a hub. This is an insect hub. The grasshoppers are chewing gigantic holes. The ants are on the underside of the leaves, and they've got their symbiotic relationship going on with the little aphids. The aphids are chewing holes. The ants are drinking the sap. They're protecting the aphids from ladybugs. Urgh! What an aggravating, oh, isn't that pretty? What an aggravating nightmare it is for me to try to raise sunflowers. So like I said in a previous video, I may or may not do this again. It just depends if the cuteness, vis-a-vis that cute little line, can you imagine when all of those teddy bears are all bloomed out and the centers, I guess, get dark. I guess the center gets dark and this gets real fluffy. The outer edge gets real fluffy. So it looks like a big teddy bear's face. How cute. But can I keep this going? I don't know. It's been a worrisome bother ever since I discovered those weevils. So anyway, that's the saga of the sunflowers in my garden. I don't know. I'll keep y'all posted. And like I don't know if I mentioned, their cycle lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm only in week 1. So I'd have 2 more weeks of fighting the battle. However, the good thing is look how many blooms they put off. Lots and lots and lots of blooms. So as long as she stays up around here and doesn't go down here, I've still got a lot more coming on. And you know, sunflowers go well into fall. So I don't know. It's a wait and see kind of thing. All right, guys. Much, much love and light. Have a blessed, beautiful day.